Android. It's pretty great. It's not bad. It's open source, which means manufacturers can make a lot of different devices and give us a lot of different, really unique and really useful concepts and features. This can help drive the industry forward. However, it can often result in a mismatch of features, a lot of differences in how the devices look, how they work, how they function with each other, with accessories and things like that. It's great for competition, but it can leave customers a little lackluster and wondering why their Pixel 3a seems to run smoother and have nicer animations and things like that, or why their S10e has a better screen and is faster but doesn't have Android 12 yet. Here's 3 reasons why Androids kinda suck. Number 1 is deformity. No Android phone is gonna look the same. That's how it is. Your Samsungs are gonna look different from your Pixels. Not just on hardware, software. They look very different. Things work very different. Folders work differently. The app library works differently. It's strange. It's weird, right? Widgets look completely different. Android 12 widgets are better. They look a little bit more like iOS. Android 11 with One UI, no, not so much. Pretty ugly, pretty janky. It's not fun to look at, it's not fun to use. They're just not there. There's no uniformity. Every Android phone feels different. Well, this can be good for some people. Some people may like One UI. Some people may like Motorola's skin, or OnePlus's skin, or Google's stock Android. They're all different. They all look different. They feel different. I often find myself going back to the Pixel 3a just because of how it looks and how it works. There's little subtle animations that just make it feel more evolved and more professional, like it's found itself. This one, the S10e, while it's a great phone, and I would say in many aspects better than the 3a, it just lacks stuff. It just lacks animation. It lacks good widgets. It lacks maturity. It's just strange to me that Googie and Sammy use very different ways of getting you Android. It's just kind of weird. And I really hope when Android 12, One UI 4 come to the S10e, it's gonna look a little bit more like Android 12 on a Pixel. Numero dos, updates. Updates are a nightmare, right? They're just not fun. They're not great. They don't work well with every Android device. Pixels, well, Pixels get them. Pixels often work like iOS. You go in, you find it, you install it. Google gives you that, similar to how Apple does, straight from the source. Samsung, not so much. They have to take Android 12, make sure their new One UI OS works with Android 12 before they give it to consumers. But they don't do it how Apple and Google do it, where, okay, I'm Google or I'm Apple, I'll send it straight to your phone, it's ready, go get it, good job. Great success. They have to go through each carrier, which is unbelievable. We're We're still doing that in 2022. We're still sending updates out per carrier. That's asinine. It makes no sense. Just Samsung, put it on your server, allow me to grab it from the server. Don't be like, hey, AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, here's this thing, you can roll it out to whatever customers you want in whatever region you want, whenever you want. It's cool. It's really not cool. It sucks. It took like a year for my S10e to get Android 11 to get swipe gestures. I was using the 3 little tactical things on the bottom. Why? Pixel had it, iPhone had it. Why? Why do you guys wait so long to do it? It's just not a fun way to do it. It's ineffective, it's lazy, and it's not good for consumers. And with updates, with Android, you're lucky if you get 2 years out of your $1,000 phone. Google will give you 3 years, depending on the device. But good old Sammy Sam gives you 2. If you even get it, right? The S10e is almost 2 years old and I still haven't gotten Android 12. It's gonna be the last thing I get. I'll probably get security updates or whatever, but no new OS. And it's kinda lame. Kinda dumb. Kinda makes third-party launchers really attractive at a certain point, because if you spend, $7, $8, $9, even $1,000 or more for a phone, you want it to be supported for a long time, or for as long as possible. It's a tool, and you need to get as much time and usage out of it as you can. I understand that there's design obsolescence and that these manufacturers need to make money. I understand. Giving me 2 years and then saying, good luck, go buy a new phone now, is not consumer friendly. It's you saying, hey, we've spent X amount of dollars on R&D and our new phone's like way cooler and very much more gooder than the last one. Can you go buy that now? Because I know you like your one you have, but this one's better-ish, and we spent millions of dollars on commercials, so please go buy it. If you want people to upgrade, you have to give them a reason. It's why people don't upgrade to iPhones very often, because they look at it and go, there's really no reason. If you have an iPhone 10 or 10R, there's no point in getting to 12 or 13. Really not. But if the 15 or 16 come out and they're wildly different and they have really unique features that you want, go get it. The last thing is ecosystem. There is really no ecosystem at all on Android. Apple's ecosystem is, a walled garden, as they say. MacBook, iPad, AirPods, Apple Watch, everything kind of works in uniform within their ecosystem, within their universe, and it feels part of the same thing. And it's very important. For users and consumers, everything just works. It feels the same. It's familiarity. It's great. Android, not so much. Sure, you can use a Samsung smartwatch on a Google phone, but it's not quite the same. To get all the good features and everything out of it, you have to use a Samsung phone. You can use Google earbuds, Google Pixel Buds on a Motorola phone. But to really get the best features and the full usage out of it, you should use those Pixel Buds on a Pixel device. It's not fun to figure out what you need when, and it's confusing for consumers. That's why Apple has such a stranglehold in very specific things like AirPods and tablets and watches. It's because people know them. They know they're going to work, they know they're going to be familiar, they're solid, they work. When you're looking for an Android watch, you're like, which one do I get? Do I get a Moto watch? Do I get a Samsung watch? Do I get a OnePlus watch? I don't know if they even have it. What do I get? It's confusing, right? And while it's good overall for innovation in the industry, which is great, and it's great for competition and consumers, it's still confusing. I don't know how to use certain things because the ecosystem's not there. I can use my MacBook with my iPhone, get my messages, send messages, same thing with my Apple, everything works. I can't really do that with Android, right? They're trying to do stuff with Microsoft, like, hey, you can use Android with your Microsoft laptop or Microsoft desktop or Windows, and Android semi-work together. But it's still janky. It still doesn't work the way it should. It's just, the lack of ecosystem makes it really difficult for a lot of people to go straight 100% Android. It's really weird that they just don't know what they're doing with that. It's like Google tries to get into that market, and then they fail. Or they give up, they pull the plug too early. And Samsung, I don't even think Samsung even gives a shit about an ecosystem. They're just like, hey, Apple's selling a bajillion Apple Watches and a bajillion AirPods. Why don't we get into that market too? And they do, and they release products, and the products are good, don't get me wrong. I think the Galaxy Watch Active 3 is way better than the Apple Watch Series 3. But they just rush it to market, and that's it. There's really no conformity or uniformity or anything on how they work. It's just, here you buy this thing, we released it, and it's good. It makes it really hard and lackluster going 100% one way or the other. Android is good, don't get me wrong. The open source, the flexibility, the ability to do whatever you want on an Android, and having lots of competition in the market, I said that weird, Android is good. Android is great. The open source nature, the ability to customize, the competition in the market is extremely important, don't get me wrong. But due to that, we get a lot of mismatching, a lot of janky, weird things from device to device to device. It doesn't feel uniform, it doesn't feel packaged as a complete thing. It just feels like a Frankenstein of very different features and ideas on very different devices. And it's fine if you don't care, or if you're not going to use another device, or whatever. But if you use a lot of different devices and you review a lot of different devices, or you like the way your Pixel looks and you're going to go try to get a Samsung phone and it just doesn't look the same, it feels weird, it just doesn't, that's why. Just, nothing's the same in Android, everything's a little different, which it can be good, but it can also really suck. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. What do y'all think? What's your Android experience like? Do you prefer Samsung over Google? Do you prefer Google over Moto? Do you like Motorola the best? And how do you feel about it all just feeling weird? Everything just feels weird. It doesn't feel like it's part of the same family. It just feels like it's estranged uncles that you never see, and then they come to family gatherings and you're like, who the hell's that guy, right? It's just weird. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.